Okay, I'm back. Hey guys. Actually, hang on. One more moment. I'm just gonna turn this down a little bit. I'll keep that soundtrack on. But, there we go. And let me get Brogue up for you. So Brogue, like I said, is one of my favorite roguelikes. And I'm probably going to talk a lot about it while I play it and why I like it so much. The first thing right off the bat is how good it looks while still being very traditional in its aesthetics. Because it does actually attempt to make things resemble or at least behave the way they should visually. Like you'll see like lakes that are actually shimmering, and chasms that look like chasms, and lava that's actually a bubbling mess and stuff. Can you hear me okay over the music? You're ashamed of how you learned of it. How did you learn of it, Matt? You had the same text and first letter as Mythos, so I thought you were Mythos for a second. I love Brogue. I really do. It's also... music's a little bit loud. Okay. Turn it down a bit. That should be a lot better. Okay. So it's also heavily mouse-based, which I really like. I like it when they can do mouse-based interfaces really well. So I'll explain a lot. Let me explain kind of the UI, and then we'll get dungeon crawling. So like I said, this is ASCII. So like my characters may have an @ symbol. Most monsters and creatures are made out of a single letter. These are plants that I'm pointing to there. You can kind of see the path that based on where my mouse is pointing. And the darkness is where I can't see, of course. Of course, after you've seen a spot, even if it goes out of you, it will just gray out like that. And it's a kobold. It's a lizard-like humanoid of the upper dungeon. So it basically just tells you hit chance and at best how quickly you could defeat it, and at worst how quickly it could defeat you. So it could defeat me in 8 hits. I can defeat it at 2 at best. Takes a couple hits, we're gonna kill him no problem. Now, like Spelunky, there's no experience points in this game, and it actually wasn't always like that. They kind of updated it, and it used to have experience points and leveling, so you kind of feel obligated to kill every single creature on every floor. But after a lot of critical thought, the developer said, you know what? I think this game would be better without leveling, and I actually agree. Because since they got rid of experience points and leveling, the monsters are now just obstacles that get in your way, but you don't actually have to kill them. You don't need to spend all of the time on every single floor killing every single monster. There's just no point. It's like, well, with Dwarf Fortress there is leveling and experience. So upper left you can see my health, nutrition is my hunger meter. So you do kind of need to explore the whole level to find food. But you don't need to kill every monster, which is good, especially later on when the monsters get really difficult. These early ones, you can kill them and suffer almost no consequence. Here's my inventory. I have a dagger, the suit, some food, some darts, which are essentially just like throwing things. Banded mail, which I don't want to equip yet because the number next to each equipment is the strength required to wield it effectively. So I can put it on, but I have a huge penalty because of my insufficient strength. And it increases my stealth range. I've never really played stealth much in this, but apparently it works. There's my strength. Really the only stats are health, hunger, strength, and armor. Those are the main stats. And you up your strength by eating potions or drinking potions of strength. Very simple. Let's see, a locked iron door. Now you also notice that it kind of has the dungeon schematics of like NetHack, but instead of just being really nondescript hallways connected to square rooms, each room is, since it's kind of a cavern, each room has a really unique shape to it. It just feels a lot more organic, I think, as a result, which I really like. We're gonna pick up a door key. The cage won't budge. Perhaps there's a way to raise it nearby. Okay, let's try to find out how to raise that cage with the door key. It's probably in here. hit S a few times to search, make sure there are no traps. And a pressure plate in front of a hole. If you're ever not sure what I'm pointing at, look at the bottom down here. It will describe whatever I'm pointing at. So like ground, stone wall, hole, which I can jump down, but I don't want to do that. I'll take damage. And a pressure plate. So we are going to throw... There's nothing I want to get rid of right now, so let's throw a dart. We're going to throw it right on the pressure plate. And the pressure plate clicks beneath the dart, which should free this key. And now I can go to the treasure room, which I think is up here. Kobold found me, killed it. Alright, I'll let you guys choose my treasure for me. So, here's what we got. A Wand of Empowerment. It will permanently improve the mind and body of a nearby monster that it hits. Oh, hang on a second, guys. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Drop that there. Ring of Wisdom. My staffs will recharge an accelerated rate in the energy field that radiates from this ring. Cursed rings. Oh, it's a Ring of Wisdom. Will instead cause my staffs to recharge more slowly. There's a Banded Mail, which I already have one, so there's no point in that. A Mace, which is pretty cool weapon because it does extra damage, but it takes 2 turns to swing. Wand of Polymorphism. This is a really powerful item, actually. It can transform any creature into another creature at random. Beware, the tamest of creatures might turn to the most fearsome. The horror of the transformation will turn any affected allies against you. I'm glad that they put that in the description because I didn't know that originally. I remember one time I had a monkey ally that I had freed from a cage, and then I got a Wand of Polymorphism. And I was like, sweet, I can turn my monkey ally into something way more powerful. So naturally, I zapped my monkey with the Wand of Polymorphism, turned into a fucking ogre that was pissed at me because of the polymorph, and it was horrified, and then it clobbered me to death. But this is a very powerful item because, say, if I come across an ogre that is, you know, angry at me, I can transform him and potentially turn him into something a lot less dangerous. Or potentially something more dangerous. And, of course, a Ring of Stealth that will reduce my stealth range. You can actually view stealth range. I'm trying to remember. Stealth range displayed. I guess in a well-lit room like this, it doesn't matter. So you can kind of see what my stealth range is. That's the range in which monsters are likely to hear me. As I wear lighter armor, it gets closer and closer, so I can sneak by things a lot easier. Have I talked to the dev of this game much? I have not. One day you have a monkey, and then an ogre beats you. I don't think I'll take the mace because I will find better weapons than that naturally. Whereas a Wand of Polymorphism, I'm kind of feeling either the empowerment so that if I do get a buddy, I can make them more powerful. Although the Wand of Polymorphism is pretty sweet. What do you guys think? Wand of Empowerment or Wand of Polymorphism? I'll let you choose. Now on the left here, anything that's in view, any creatures or items will just be in a nice clean list for you to view. Which is nice because if you're that way, if you miss an enemy like on the screen, you'll definitely see it listed on the left. Empowerment, poly. Okay, sounds like we're doing empowerment. The cage is lower to cover the altars, so you can only take one. Alright, I think that's the whole floor, but I am going to auto-explore to make sure I'm not missing anything. Kill the jackal. Now, auto-exploring is very inefficient. You can auto-explore an entire floor and not have to do it manually at all, and you will eventually see everything, but because it's inefficient, your hunger meter will go down much quicker. So what I do is I'll try to explore the whole floor on my own manually, and then once I think I found everything, I auto-explore to catch anything I missed. Alright, let's go down a floor. The staircases are always these right and left arrows. That's a downward staircase. We're going to go down. Depth 2. Of course, the deeper we go, the more dangerous the monsters will get. There's some water. And here's what I was talking about. You can kind of see the shimmering of the water, and you can turn that off if I can figure out what button it is. Whoa! I didn't know I could zoom this in and out. Whoa! Probably fucked everything up for you guys, but holy shit, I had no idea. That's where it was, right? Okay. But yeah, there's a way to turn off the shimmery effects, but I really like that about this, that it tries to give it some visual fidelity. There's also like ways to hallucinate, like if you either get attacked by a frog or a toad, or you drink a potion of hallucination, then you'll see the walls change all sorts of colors, and the different creatures will display all sorts of symbols because you actually don't know what they are. Yeah, is music still playing? It is just really quiet. Okay. Yeah, you can trip. You can go on sweet trips. Look at this huge lake. There's a staircase down. Come on, mouse. Don't do this to me now. Rat. So you'll notice all the enemies at this point are pretty trivial. The most dangerous enemy right now is probably a piranha, which only live in the lakes, so I'm not too worried about them. I might actually need to swim across, believe it or not, just as I said that. So when you swim across the water, the screen turns dark, and then your items actually start to float away, which is what makes swimming such a pain, because you need to, as you're swimming, constantly be picking your items back up. Oh shit. Oh, there, I just lost a thing, because I clicked in the wrong square. There we go, I got it back. Come on. There we go. And you'll also be able to tell how shallow the water is too based on the lightness. Like these really light tiles are shallow water, and the really deep ones are darker tiles. Ooh, a bloat. Okay, we're gonna hit the bloat and run because of the caustic gas. Luckily there's a door, but the door was actually being held open by the kobold, which caused the caustic gas to actually flow through the door for a second, which I was not planning on. I was hoping the door would shut behind me, but of course it didn't damage me too much. I ran away pretty quick. Now you'll notice my sight is really limited when I'm standing in these bushes. Okay. And gas, nope, gas is still there. You kind of go into a zen-like state. You can't really explain what's going on, but you know what's going on. I can explain what's going on. Perfect. Here, we're going to run through the caustic gas. Or actually, no, it's clearing out now. What's that? You can feel the purple gas eating at your flesh. Why is it... I don't know why it's lingering on those two tiles. That might actually be a bug. I don't think I'm missing much else. A rapier. Rapier is a very good weapon. Alright, now it's about time that we drank some potions. Now, potions are a little scary. Actually, we'll do the scrolls first, and I'll explain why. But, in classic roguelike fashion, all of the potions and scrolls are unidentified at first, and they're randomized each time. So, like, a gray potion in this game might be a potion of strength, whereas in the next game it might be a potion of flammability, which makes you burst into flames. So it changes each game. Now, the only way you learn what they do is by actually trying them out. So I start with scrolls. The reason I do that is because if I get a scroll of, I think, detection, then it will take everything in my inventory and sort it into good and bad. And by doing that, I'll know what's a bad potion and what's a good potion. So let's use a scroll of Puz Nert first. Scroll of identify. Okay, we're gonna identify the banded male. It is a regular banded male, not cursed, but we're not strong enough to wield it yet. We'll keep the other one. Scroll of enchantment. We're gonna start by enchanting our Wand of Empowerment. It gives it extra charges, so that when we do have a buddy, we can power them up even more. Okay, scroll. Remove curse. Did not do anything, so I had nothing evil in my inventory. Scroll sanctuary. It protects me from something. It causes glyphs to go around me. Okay, potion time. Yellow potion. Strength. Okay, so our strength just went up by 1. Gray potion. Great. Potion of darkness. So I'm darkened until this darkened meter runs out. Now I could just live with it. You can see my sight range is a lot less than it was. Or if I hit Control Z. Oh, of course there's a kobold there. Control Z. Or sorry, Shift Z. I think. There we go. I will auto rest until any afflictions I have gone away. Now, of course, my darken's low enough that I can still see fine, so I'm going to keep going. You'll also notice that I actually quaff all my potions when I'm above regular ground and not above fungus or grass. Because if I do get a potion of flammability, or whatever it's called, I bet you this is one. No, hallucination. If I do get a potion of flammability, then I burst into flames, which will cause any plants around me to also burst into flames, which is terrible. But now I'm hallucinating, so you can see the walls shifting colors and stuff, and you'll see enemies shift form. Green potion. Potion of descent. Okay, I already explored this whole floor, so I'm actually okay with that. And that's actually the last potion I had in my inventory, so. So now whenever I see a creature like this one, currently it looks like a phoenix egg, but now it looks like a dart turret. Now it looks like a salamander. Now it looks like a vampire bat that's laughing at me. Now it looks like a skipping rat, a crying flame dancer, a spinning dragon. You can see I'm tripping balls, so I can't actually tell what it is, but if you're really experienced in this game, kind of like in Spelunky, how you gain experience and learn how the enemies behave, it's the same in this game, and you can kind of tell what things are based on their movements and how they behave around you, sometimes. This is dangerous because if I don't know what something is, then it could be really strong or it could be really weak. It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, that was a bloat, apparently. And I'm low health, so I'm going to back off over here. I'm going to rest until my health is back up. Oh, I'm hungry, so let's eat. Okay. And we're no longer hallucinating. Now pretty soon we're going to want to find a better weapon, some better armor, or else we're going to start not being able to defeat these enemies as easily. Scroll of identify. And you'll actually notice the shallow water bridge going across this lake, going right down the middle here. There's an eel, which we don't want to fuck with. Oh. Uh-oh, monkey. Monkeys are bad. Kill the monkey, kill the monkey. There we go. The monkey had stolen my food, but I killed it before it could run away. We're gonna rest again. Just until my health is a bit higher. Oh, don't die. I died. Couldn't get a good foothold at the beginning. Couldn't find any better weapons. Couldn't find any better armor. Or at least that I could equip and actually use. Kind of sucked. Shitty run. What are you going to do, though? Let's do another run. Okay. Let's do it. There's a rapier right there. Let's see, this is kind of a bog. I'm in a bog right now, in a tiny little lake in the middle of the bog. And some gold, which doesn't serve any purpose other than score. But I'll take it anyway. And 15, let's equip the rapier. I can't use it well, but it might be a good rapier. Now, the good thing about rapiers is that, you see in the top left, I'm lit. Oh yeah, if I'm standing where it's really bright, then it will say lit. You're right. Now with rapiers, and really a lot of different weapons, and this is kind of like Necrodancer in a way, but different weapons have different patterns. Like if I attack an enemy when it is exactly 2 spaces away, like 1 space between me and the enemy, I do a lunge attack, which does treble damage, it's a typo, triple damage and never misses. So even though its accuracy is low, it's actually going to help me and do triple damage, but really this dagger is going to do more damage and have better accuracy anyway, just because my strength is low. So ideally I want to either boost my strength up or enchant the rapier, which brings its strength requirement down by 1. Which is a really common strategy. You find a weapon, you really like, I fell down a hole, and then you enchant it a lot so that, the floor begins to collapse. Great. You basically enchant a weapon you really like until it's a strength you can use, even if your current strength is not that high. Here, this is a rope bridge over here, this red bit. Monkey's attacking me. Hope it doesn't steal anything. Did not. Maybe some tenor damage and some baritone damage. Downward staircase. Nope, we want the upward staircase. And while we're here, we're going to use this bloatwort pod to heal up. The bloatwort seed pod bursts, releasing a cloud of healing spores, and we're just going to rest and wait for our health to go back up. Of course, enemies and allies caught in the spread will also heal. Alright, what we got here? Another rapier, a door key, protection charm. Look, 4 copper rings have been jointed into a tetrahedron. The construct is oddly warm to the touch. It will shield you for up to 20 turns. If it's enchanted, it will block up to 27 damage. Ring of Light. Subtly enhance your vision, aiming to see further in dimming light. That's not that good. It will not make you more visible to enemies. That I did not realize. However, I think I'm going to take the door key because none of these things are particularly amazing. And if I take the door key, I can go check out what the other offerings are. It's kind of like a gamble that this game does, where they'll give you a treasure room and a key, and then the key opens a second treasure room, but obviously opening the second one consumes the key, so you cannot get the items from the first one again. So basically you kind of need to assess the items in the first room, say, are these worth it, or should I gamble on finding better items in the next room? That's the gist of how it works. So I took the key. I'm going to see if we can find something better. But first let's go up to the first floor again and finish exploring up there because we didn't get a chance to. White potion. I'm going to start playing a little bit faster now. Are you guys enjoying my explanations? An Alexandrite ring. I don't know what it does. Why don't we wait until we find a potion of identify. No matching key. Okay. Because I don't want to put on a ring that's cursed, or else I will not be able to take it off until I get a scroll of remove curse, or we use a waste an enchantment potion on it, which I don't want to do. Or enchantment scroll, I mean. Kill the rat. Now I'm going to search this room for a bit. Basically the way that room worked was that there's a fuckload of pits and they were all hidden. So the second you start to see pits, you should take a few turns to search the room, and it will kind of your character will more carefully look around the surroundings and figure out where he can and can't step. Here we go. Another second door key. Wand of Beckoning. The force this wand will yank the target creature into direct proximity. Staff of Poison. A vile blast, this twisted bit of wood will imbue its target with a deadly venom. Each turn a creature this poison will suffer 1 point of damage per dose of poison is received. Poison creatures will not regain lost health until the poison clears. And a whip. Reach opponents up to 5 spaces away, which is amazing. And if I enchant the hell out of it, that could actually be great. But ideally, I'd rather have a broadsword or something, because it's not an incredibly strong weapon. But still, 5 spaces away. Whew. I could hit an opponent a lot before it actually reaches me. Say... yeah, let's take the whip. We're gonna be goddamn Splunky mode for real now. Plunge through a hole in the ground again. Christ. Now let's equip the whip. Equip the whip. It'll bring my stats down a little bit, but that's okay because I'll have the advantage of being able to hit them earlier. Alright, here's that second room from the other floor, and as you can see there's a lot more items, so it might actually be better. A war pike! Ooh, that's a very good item. We might take that and start enchanting it, because that will do a lot more damage than the whip, and it will still hit 2 spaces away. Most of the weapons in this are not just damage boosts, but they also just have different kind of patterns of attack, like in Necrodancer. One teleportation will teleport a creature to a random place on the level. This can be really good against creatures that are really strong and you don't want to face them. You just teleport them away and you hopefully don't have to deal with them. Wand of Empowerment for allies. Wand of Polymorphism. Staff of Lightning, which is kind of cool. Any number of creatures in a straight line. Fire Immunity Charm. Alright, for 12 turns. That's not a huge amount of turns. I'm probably not going to do that. Teleport Charm. This one's really good because I can just teleport myself away instead of an enemy. The whip is too heavy for you. What are you made of? Paper? I think I'm going to take the Wand of Empowerment again. We'll go Splunky with an ally. Although the allies in Splunky were kind of shite, weren't they? Okay, we're gonna go back up a floor. Ooh. Whoa, Jackal! Oh no! Fucking shit! I died on depth 1 to a Jackal. That's what happens when you use a weapon that is not light enough for your character, or you're not strong enough to use yet. That's pathetic. Let's get to at least floor 5 this time. That's my goal. And let's not use any weapons that are too strong for us until we can actually wield them effectively. It's also possible that whips are less accurate when enemies are close to you. Kill the kobold. Kill the rats. And ideally, it's better to find armor than it is to find weapons. Like, having strong armor so that you can survive is so much more important than strong weapons to kill tough enemies. Because eventually, when you get to the really deep parts of the dungeon, like floor 15 and on, you kind of don't want to fight anything that you're going to find there. I think there's a hidden... oh, there was. Some of the doors are hidden. Ooh, okay, I should not have picked that up without inspecting a little bit closer. Because after I picked up that key, nearby wall exploded and showered stone fragments, and now I'm paralyzed. Which that rat... oh, all those rats. Whoa, okay. That's a lot of rats that just burst out of the walls. Oh, look, there's the thing up there. So what I'm going to do to deal with these rats... oof. Okay, nope, I'm fucked. I'm totally fucked. Because I went into this notch thinking it was a hallway because I wanted to fight the rats one at a time. But it turns out it's just a single notch in the wall. So now I have to fight 3 rats at once. And probably die to the rats. We're gonna use a potion. Oh, I am lucky. It was a potion of healing. Check that out. Let's continue to kill rats. See, if you're gonna die next turn, you might as well try out a potion or something to figure it out. And there are the rats again. Let's go down the hallway. So I only need to fight one at a time. Tactics, man. Oh, damn, they're not even done yet. Okay. Staff of Conjuration. Number of Phantom Blades to fight you on your behalf. 4 Phantom Blades will be called in the service. That's kind of cool. If it's enchanted, it'll increase to 6 blades. Staff of Poison. Staff of Tunneling. Tunneling is kind of a utility item. You can kind of tunnel through walls to create hallways and escape routes. Staff of Blinking is very good. Helps you teleport. Be careful around dangerous terrain, as nothing will prevent you from teleporting to a fiery death in a lake of lava. Staff of Entrancement. Oh, that's a good one. So Staff of Entrancement is fun because basically enemies who are entranced will mirror your movements for up to 6 turns. So that's especially nice when you're near lava, because you can just entrance a powerful creature and make them walk into lava. It's great. But the Staff of Conjuration sounds way more fun, and I'm gonna take that. If I was playing completely optimally, the Staff of Entrancement might have been a better choice, but we'll take that for now. Down we go to depth number 2. Eels are in this bog, which is very dangerous, so I want to get out of this bog. Let's see, we already used our potion of healing, so anything else I drink will not be a potion of healing, so let's just rest. Black potion. Rat. Rat. A sword. My current accuracy down by 27%, but my current damage by 66%. I like those odds. Found Def 2. We'll equip it. A malachite ring. We'll equip that too. A ring of clairvoyance. It will permit me to see through nearby walls and doors. Very cool. Oh, that's awesome. So I can see what's on the other side of doors before I open them. It's a pretty decent ring. Brown potion. Puce potion. Or is that puce? I don't know. I like it how it always seems to be like only one creature on a tile at a time, like in this game, so you can trap cockroaches in a hallway, or like 400 dragons on a single tile. Yeah. It is, each creature takes up 1 tile no matter how big it is. Which some games will actually have been changing that lately in modern roguelikes. Like Necrodancer changed that and introduced enemies that take up multiple tiles, as well as Cogmind has some bigger robots that take up to like 4 or I think even 9 tiles. It's pretty neat. It's mostly this whole floor. Down to floor 3, I guess. See, now this room looks a little tough, so let's use our Staff of Conjuration. Shoot some blades at our enemies, which of course will be vanquished relatively easily. Very easily, actually, so we might need to enchant it a couple times before it's any good. But it got, I guess, the start on it. Alright, let's use our scrolls. Scroll recharging, cool. Scrolls summon monsters. Summon the blades to help me out here. See, they killed the kobolds. The kobold. Let's see. Protective scroll protect armor. That's actually a very vital item. And it's a shame I wasted it, but you kind of need to waste it the first time. The reason is because eventually you'll encounter acids or acid slimes, and the acid will degrade your weapons if you attack them and degrade your armor if they hit you. So you kind of want to protect something that you plan on using for at least a really long time. Scroll of Enchantment, which we're going to use on Staff of Conjuration. So now if I enchant it, it will increase to 7 blades instead of what it was at 4 before. So in order to make this ideal, the more I enchant it, the more blades it will summon. So I'm probably going to enchant it probably just 2 or 3 times because eventually it's going to hit diminishing returns. I think ideally I wanted to summon about 8 blades to be useful without wasting enchantments on that when it could have been something better. I'm definitely going to... I don't know what else I will enchant. Okay, this scroll of Identify. Potion of Strength will do those, because now my sword, I'll have just enough strength to wield my sword effectively. So you'll notice if I go back to my dagger now, and go back to my sword, it doubled, or over doubled the damage compared to my dagger, and only dropped my accuracy by 3%. That's pretty excellent. Black Potion. Potion of Creeping Death. Great. That death is going to follow me throughout the level. Brown Potion. Potion of Confusion. Hopefully I don't wander back into the fucking Creeping Death that I just summoned. Which it looks like I just might. That's why I should have quaffed my potion away from the Creeping Death. This was a very poor decision, if I do say so myself. This was literally the worst decision I've ever made in my life, and I died. Stupid. Stupid. So stupid. So what happened there was I summoned Creeping Death, which is essentially these deadly kind of grass bushy things that will grow continually from the spot where you summoned them and essentially start to consume all the area around it. So I walked about 10 feet away, consumed a potion of confusion, which confused me, which made me unable to control the directions in which I planned on moving, thus marching my character back into the Creeping Death, and then getting poisoned to death. That's what happens when you make poor decisions in Brogue. I'll do like 2 more runs, but this is not going well at all. So that was just an extremely poor decision. And that's another thing I like about this, and the same thing that I like about Spelunky is that most of the deaths in this game are really just poor planning on your part. The Brogues have failed me. Okay. Ooh, what is this? A eucalyptus staff. It's warm to the touch. The thing I like about staffs is that even if they're unidentified, they're still safe to use because it's not like a cursed piece of equipment which will actually bind itself to you until you uncurse it. With this, you can just use it. It was a staff of protection. Okay, so I just protected one of my enemies, but I killed him quick anyway. But that will be useful when I have an ally, because I can actually play the role of a buffer and just shield my allies. So having, like, for example, a wand of domination, which will turn enemies into allies, like Pokemon, combined with the staff of protection, can actually turn your character into a really cool, like, animist type build. Which is really cool because that's another thing I really like about Brogue, and again, this is kind of a thing that Spelunky does as well, is that there are no character classes, and that's a thing that kind of plagues a lot of roguelikes, I feel, is that a lot of roguelikes have these really extensive character creation screens that will present you with like 20 classes and 20 races and like a million choices, which are just really overwhelming sometimes. With Brogue, you start 100% with a blank slate, and you kind of just need to adapt to the items that you either choose to take or the items that you find. I kind of like that better mechanically. Like from a game design standpoint, I enjoy that more. I like being forced to adapt to what I find, while still being able to make some choices as to like my quote-unquote build based on what I do decide to take, like in those treasure rooms. or what I choose to use enchantment scrolls on, because that's the thing. And a lot of games that do subscribe to this philosophy, where you just roll with the punches, there's a lot of RNG involved. Like, you might not get items that you want to use, but in this they will often present a lot of items at once, so you choose one that you like, and then you get to choose what you decide to buff using your enchantment scrolls. So even though it's a blank slate type game, you actually get a lot of control over your eventual build, and I really enjoy that. One second, guys. Okay. And I'm going to try to go around the bog because there's an eel in it, and eels are actually pretty goddamn strong. What was that was flying? Oh, it's a bloat. Jackal. It's a jackal. And a bloat again. I'm just going to kill it and run away. Oh, the auto pathing kind of fucked me there. So I'm going to wait up here until my health comes back to me. Great potion. This is a weird floor here. I guess I'm going to have to go through the bog, I think, because of this chasm. Actually, you know what? I could just go down to the next floor, because this downward staircase is right there. Right there. But, well, I'll tell you what. Before we do that, let's at least quaff our potions and stuff. See what we got. Scroll enchantment. Nothing I want to use it on. I guess I'll use it on staff protection. Anti-magic. That's useful when you're fighting mages, but in this case, it was just to identify it. Scroll protect weapon. Scroll teleportation. Where did that bring me? Up there, which unfortunately isn't helpful. I was hoping it would bring me to the other side of the bog. Okay. Potion of caustic gas, which is actually, even though it's a bad potion, it's good tactically because you can throw it at enemies. Cyan potion, potion of strength, good. Great potion, potion of telepathy. So now I can actually sense every enemy on the level, even the ones I can't see, which is really cool, and you actually see them move around. Alright, I'm ready for the next floor. Those rats are going to follow me down, so I might as well kill them, or they're going to follow me forever. Brown potion. You don't think you would ever play roguelike on a console portable anymore? Izuna kind of ruined it for you. Never heard of that. I'm going to grab some more water. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, one thing I immediately noticed about this level is it has this guy. It's a captive goblin, which if I can free him before he dies, which is pretty likely, they usually don't. He's just low health to start, I think. But if I free him, he will actually fight for me. He'll be an ally, which is good because I have a protective staff. Now, the thing I don't like about this level is that there are a lot of goblins on it. I have a goblin there. A goblin conjurer here, which will conjure blades at me, kind of like my blades from my last life. And I can kill the blades, but the challenge here is not dying. I wonder if I can use this on myself. Nope, I can't. Potion of levitation. And died again! Wasn't that great? Last run. I kind of got fucked in a hallway there because I had a jackal on one side, the blades on the other, and I was already low health. A flail. Cool. Be whirled at the end of its chain in synchronicity with your movement, allowing you a free attack whenever moving between two spaces that are adjacent to an enemy. Ooh. Between two spaces that are adjacent. So basically I'd have to move around an enemy. I can't... Well, that's kind of cool, though. Alright. I think we'll work towards that flail. I like that. Because that way I can move away. If I'm fighting in groups, say that there's like a kobold like right here and like one down here, I can move here to attack him and move away from that one simultaneously. So it's actually going to be a really cool weapon. Splint mail, which should be good for protection, but I do want to enchant it a few times first so I can actually wear it. So yeah, we actually found some good items right away, right in the beginning of floor 1. We'll just go ahead and try to enchant them as soon as we can. See a rat. A war axe, even better. Holy shit. Ooh. It attacks all enemies, all adjacent enemies simultaneously. Yep, I'm going to work towards that for sure. But first will be the splint mail that I found. Because I'd rather ensure survivability rather than killability to start. War axe. Oh man, I'm excited. I hope I can get that thing up and running soon. Alright. Let's pray one of these is a potion of strength. A potion of incineration. I caught fire. Good thing I'm near water. There we go. No longer on fire because I was near water. I made a smart choice of quaffing potions near water. And then I just got a potion of health, so we're okay. And a potion of strength. Beautiful. 13 strength. We only need 6 more of those to wield the war axe, but we're also going to hopefully get some scrolls of enchantment, which will make it even easier. Okay. Yeah, I would try Isaac on a portable, although I don't know, maybe it would be like a tap the spot at which you want to fire towards and Isaac will just shoot tears that corresponds closest to that direction. To the direction closest to that spot, I mean. I don't know. Ooh, look at this bog. That's ugly. Now you'll notice it says you dispatch the kobold in its sleep. If you build a stealth build, then you can approach enemies with much fewer dice rolls to see if they wake up, because the way stealth works is that if they're within your stealth range, which is the range at which you have a chance of waking them up, it's like something like a 25% chance of waking them up every time you move. So effectively what you do is you wear light armor and a stealth ring to minimize your stealth range, so that way that the game goes through less stealth checks in order to attack an enemy. So if you see an enemy that's asleep, the smaller your stealth range, the fewer checks it's gonna roll to see if that enemy wakes up. I don't think it's ideal, but that's what it is. Alright, pit bloat. Pit bloats are scary because they can make you drop a floor, so I'm actually gonna throw a dart at it. Which killed it, okay. And of course if I wait, the floor actually does reform under it. There's a scary bog. Usually when you see bogs this big, there could be a bog monster, and they're terrifying. A bog monster this early on would be pretty devastating. Okay. I think that's it for this floor. Where's the downward staircase? All the way over there. Actually, we're gonna stop in this hallway to read our scrolls and quaff our potions. Scroll of aggravate monsters. Cool. Scroll of enchantment. We're gonna use it on splint mail. So still not worth wearing yet, but now you'll notice it went down from 17 to 16 required strength to wield well. I'm at 13, so I just need 3 more either strength potions or scroll of enchantments, and that splint mail will help me survive. And then I can focus on the war axe and we can tear shit up, hopefully. Net trap. Let's search. Nope, nothing else in this room. Okay. Potion of strength. There's no downside to not eating them right away, so I'm gonna eat it. Now the flail is starting to become pretty attractive. 39% less accuracy, up to 98% more damage. So almost double damage for, not quite yet, but maybe 1 more strength and I'll use that. Splint mail still isn't quite worth it either yet, but soon. Very soon. Just 2 more buffs. The splint mail was cursed, was it? There's a way to view the log. Is it L? No. If it said that a malevolent force left the mail, then yes, the mail was cursed. Which is actually kind of a bummer because it also means that its effective strength is probably higher than 16. Because cursed things will be harder to wield. So, we'll find out. Caustic gas. We'll come back there when the gas is cleared. Ooh, treasure room. Gonna need to work my way over there. Alright. The best you can hope for is that your items float away in the direction that you wish to move. Like that. Oh, there's a path down there anyway. Oh, I love this song. Okay. An opal ring. Well, ooh, scroll of enchanting. Oh man, 1 more in the splint mail will be worth it. Oh, an armor rating of 6. My armor rating currently is 4, so it actually is already worth it. My armor rating is 6, question mark? Because we actually don't know the true rating of it until it gets either identified or I wear it long enough for it to reveal its secrets. It will reveal its secrets if worn in for 925 more turns. So generally what you want to do is equip an item that you want to know more about as early as you can effectively do it without dying. Oh boy. Time for rat paralysis buttfuck mode again. We're gonna go to the hallway. We should be able to take care of them. Looks like we're not taking a ton of damage, so I think the splint mail is still okay. Alright. And treasure room time. Here's what we got. Leather armor, plate armor, which is even better than a splint mail, and now I kind of want to do that instead. Staff protection, wand of empowerment, negation charm, war pike, and what we have a war axe. Let's take the wand of empowerment because if we do get a buddy, we would love to make that buddy stronger, and we do already have pretty good equipment. All right, I'm ready for the next floor. Downward staircase. Actually, before we do next floor, let's quaff our potions. Hallucination, great. Invisibility, okay. Confusion. We'll put the ring on. And now let's try and make our way out of the cloud of confusion, and then we're gonna rest. Because until we make our way out of the cloud, there we go. Let's rest until all of our bad statuses wear off. And actually we're hungry, I just realized. So let's eat. Okay, I'm still hallucinating. I'm gonna rest until I'm not. Which wastes a lot of our hunger clock, but what can you do? Okay. Brown potion. A net trap, which these are also reactive to items. So similar to the way you can kind of use the environment to your advantage in Spelunky. If there's an enemy around the net trap that I don't want to deal with, I can just throw something onto the net trap to trigger it, and thus trap the enemy in the net rather than myself. Potion of invisibility. Ooh, a toad. Fuck. It licked me, now I'm hallucinating again. Luckily, hallucination from toad bite is not nearly as long as hallucination from a potion. In fact, it's very brief, so you don't need to deal with its effects for too long. Goblin Conjurer. We're gonna do something funny. We're gonna throw this potion of incineration at it. The Goblin Conjurer catches fire. And now he's going to run through the grass, which is, of course, also going to catch fire. Goblin just died. Oh, there you go. You're now familiar enough with your splint mail to identify it is a -1 splint mail. Now, let's check, It's still better than my leather armor right now, because I enchanted it a couple times, but point is, it wasn't quite as strong as it was originally. So you see what I mean? Even, because it's cursed, it was actually probably a -3 to start. But we brought it up to -1. Which is actually kind of bad, because now it means we're going to have to kind of compensate with even more scrolls of enchantments that we're probably going to want to use on something else later instead. Yeah, it was cursed. Joe Tuho. I still have not learned how to say that in game. You should play this. If you actually are into playing more traditional roguelikes, this is actually one of my favorites. It's just super mechanically tight, and I like that a lot. Whoa, look at that chasm. It's huge. And we're going to quaff first. Brown potion. Cool. Caustic gas. Uh-oh, I just went to a dead end. We're going to have to run through it. Oh god, we might die. Bloatwort pod. Okay. Oh no! Okay. I'm moving through the healing cloud away from the Goblin Conjurer, hoping to gain enough health that I can take him on. Then we're going to throw... Let's use our potion of invisibility to be invisible, and we'll attack him, and he died. Okay, that was scary. Okay, very scary, but we're alright. Indigo potion, potion of speed, lavender potion, potion of descent. Oh wow, look where I landed, guys. I was right on the edge of the fucking chasm. If I had used that potion descent anywhere up here, I would have fallen 2 floors and likely died by hitting my head on the floor or something. Tuhu. Joe Tuhu. Tuhu. Okay. Green potion. And since I'm invisible, I can probably run past this bloat and not worry about him. Nope, I lied. No. Okay, you'll notice there that I was waiting a lot. Goblin totem that shoots electricity, which kind of sucks. So I think the best thing to do here is I'm gonna try something. I've never tried this before. Splashes harmlessly in the ground. Okay, never mind. Well, they know I'm here, so I'm gonna wait here for them to reach me so I can fight them one at a time through this hallway. Or are they waiting for me? They might be. They don't seem to be moving through. Huh. They don't want to move through this hallway, which is really weird. Okay. Rat, get out of my way. Ooh, I have an idea. Wait for the goblin. Oh, nope, the goblin lost me. Huh. I wonder how I'm losing those goblins so quickly. Oh, fucking toad, go away. Ooh, we're gonna get a buddy. But first we're gonna wait until we're not hallucinating so I actually know what I'm fighting. Oh, we're gonna get an ogre buddy. Oh, man. But we want to do this right. We don't want to let this rat up here flank us. Why are the goblins not attacking me? That's so strange. Maybe it has to do with my ring. That's the only thing I don't have any clue what it does. I also have a potion of life, which I need to remember. I'm gonna use that right now, actually. Boom. Okay. The speed potion. I guess it's possible. See, the rat is attacking me, but the goblins are not. In fact, I can't even... Do I have a weapon equipped? I do. Let's remove the ring. Now, the interesting thing about this is I can go back here, I can rest, and then go fight the goblin some more. It's going to be really hunger clock heavy. But it's by far the safest way to do this. Okay. Do I have food? I do have food, okay. I just want to get over there and free that fucking ogre. And I can't get past these goddamn goblins. There we go, I killed one. Okay, now the goblins are following me. But they won't follow me past the doorway. I'm wondering if that's them trying to be strategic? Or what's going on there? They might have reprogrammed Goblin AI or something. What'd he steal? He stole a scroll. We can't let him get away with that. We're gonna throw some darts at him. Dart hit the monkey. Dart hit the monkey. Kill the monkey, please. Dart hit the monkey. Please kill the monkey. There we go. Okay, the goblins are now a bit back off. No, they're not totally backed off yet. Ooh, there's an arrow trap. Oh, I'm hungry now. I'm gonna eat. Okay, let's kill the arrow trap so it doesn't kill my ogre. Alright, we got an ogre buddy. That is one of the best allies you can get. And we're going to use our Wand of Empowerment on him right away. A wise adventurer will use it on allies, making them stronger in combat and able to learn a new talent from a fallen foe. If the bullets reflected back at you, it will have no effect. Boom. Your ogre looks stronger. We're going to wait for him to learn a new ability, and then we'll zap him again. No charges remain. Okay, you only get one charge. So here's the deal. I can use my Scroll of Enchanting on the Wand of Empowerment to make him even stronger. And just have a super strong ogre bro. I'm wearing 2 opal rings. I don't know what either of them does. Alright, ogre bro. I'm gonna zap you again. Boom. Super strong ogre bro. So now I can actually sit back and let him do most of the battling for me. But if I'm gonna go with that strategy, I should try to enchant my splint mail a little bit more. The monkey has a door key. Okay. Where are you gonna go, monkey? My ogre's gonna bash your shit in. The idea of this game is to get really powerful in like the first few floors so you can rush through the last ones. Or is grinding a good idea? You can't grind because there are no experience points. I have a door key. My ogre bashed that fucking monkey's brain in. Flail, negation charm, which is good against mages. Could go show those goblins what's what. Now that I have my ogre buddy. Go, Mr. Ogre. Watch him tear their shit up. The O is my ogre, by the way. The G is our goblins. They're not even putting a dent in him. No, ogre, don't run from the bloat. It's just a bloat. Uh-oh. And we're running away. Running away. I'm resting until the clouds disperse a bit. You'll actually see their brightness kind of thin out as they start to go away, which is pretty neat. Kill the goblin totem. There's the stairs down. But we have a key. We gotta go back this way. Wand of Empowerment. Staff of Protection for our ogre. Leather armor. Staff of Tunneling. Flail. Plate armor again. Staff of Poison. Okay, we're gonna use... Get a... where is it? Staff of Protection. Only up to 5 damage. That's not that good. Up to 5 damage. That's it. That's actually pretty fucking terrible. But you got it. If you enchant it, it can bring up to 7 damage. But that's not that good. I don't know what I want in here. Staff of Tunneling. Yeah, I know it is. Staff of Tunneling might like create safe zones for me while my ogre bashes everything's brains in. Well, the Wand of Empowerment, well, then again, it's worth using once. Let's do that. You're actually right. Because I can take this extra Wand of Empowerment, shoot at my ogre, boom, he's even stronger. Now, I can just drop the extra Wand of Empowerment here, and take something else. Well, there's no point of getting more armor, because they don't stack, you just take one. And I think my splint mail should be enough. Oh, Ring of Reaping. It recharges your staffs and charms in proportion to the damage you inflict directly. Wow. Each blow you land in melee will charge your staffs and charms by 0 to 3 turns per point of damage dealt. Ooh, and I have 2 of them. I have 2 Rings of Reaping. So really, if I get a nice staff, like goddamn... like a lightning staff or a staff of firebolt, then I can actually turn into a pretty sweet war mage. Because basically I would have to alternate between frying bitches with my magic and then slicing bitches with my war axe. But that means I am gonna have to get that war axe up and going. Your max health without a potion is only 30 from a right. Minus from each is still pretty strong. Okay. Alright, you convinced me. Alright. I'll take that for my ogre, especially because I can recharge it really quickly. Although eventually I think I'm going to want a better staff. Alright, staircase down. Thank you for the tip, Ronin Amok. Actually, do I have anything I wanna... Yeah, I have some scrolls. Map. Cool. Scroll Sanctuary. Ronin, can you explain the glyphs, what they do? Because I know that that's been in several builds now, and I've never understood what they do. Scroll Identify. We're going to use it on our War Axe. +0. Okay.
It's your cat, son.
It's my cat son. Hey there, cat son. Alright, pink jelly. Me and my ogre take good care of it. We're gonna... Where is it? Where is it? Set protection. Pew. Shielded. Now jellies are annoying because they'll split, but the thing is my ogre does so much damage that it didn't even... Because basically what happens is as you hurt the jelly, it splits off into multiple forms that like divides based on its HP. But since we did so much damage, it didn't even get to split very much. Now there's a vampire bat. Let's shield up our ogre again. Pew. My ogre should hopefully bash the vampire bat's brains in because they're health leeching, but he is strong. He is so strong. Just took him out, no problem.
Good boy.
You're not sure what glyphs do. You know that they piss off guardians. Huh. Alright. Oh, he's studying. Oh! The ogre, he's studying something. Oh, sorry, she. She is studying something.
He's under your chair.
And since the ogre just killed a vampire bat, I think my ogre is about to learn some life leech, which would just be really great. Your ogre now recovers health when she inflicts damage. How goddamn cool is that? And she's ready to learn 2 new talents. Man, she's the best. Can I rename her? I guess that would be pretty degrading, wouldn't it? I gotta remember that I also have a negation charm for whatchamacallit? For mages. So not only can I shield my ogre now, but my ogre will also regain health with melee attacks. Alright, ogre, you do your thing. Take out those goblins. Not even losing any health. The ogre is a goddamn steamroller. It's beautiful. How much longer am I planning on streaming for? Probably until I die. This is my last run. A mace. Actually, I might be able to equip. Yeah. Accuracy down 30%, but damage up by 263%. Which is pretty sweet. But it's because it takes 2 turns. So divide that in half, my damage goes up 131.5%. Which is still really good. That's still over double damage for 30 less accuracy. So I think I'll take that. Because my strength will be going up soon anyway. Alright, ogre, don't step on the stupid pressure plate. Okay. Gold over there, but nothing else, so we're going to head down next floor. Depth 7. Uptime's not working right now. Sorry, guys. I've been streaming for about 4 hours? 3 hours? 4 hours? Something like that. Ogre, take care of that toad. Thank you. Ogre is too good. I'm tempted to just use the rest of my scrolls of enchanting on my wand of empowerment because I'm going to be gaining strength over the course of the game anyway, so eventually, no matter what, my splint mail and mace and whatever really I want to equip will be good enough. Whereas my ogre can never be good enough. Ogre can always become stronger. Alright, ogre, I need you over there. There you go. Bash their brains in. Actually, here I'll use my staff of negation. Or sorry, my negation charm. Pew! Dead. It dissipated the blades, the spectral blades. I enchant my ring so I get more charges for staves. I could, but the thing is, I already have a +3 Ring of Reaping in one finger and another regular Ring of Reaping in the other. I think that's plenty of reaping. Because not like I'm enchanting my ogre too much. It's basically a staff of protection, which can store up to 2 charges at a time, which should be enough for the ogre. Like, really, if I'm worried about the staves, really, if anything, I should use a scroll of enchantment or 2 on the actual staff itself so that the shields get stronger. Because no matter how much reaping I have, I'm only going to be able to use it once or twice per battle anyway. Vampire bat. Alright, ogre. You know what you must do. Beautiful. Oh, the ogre begins examining the fallen vampire bat again. Interesting. We'll see what happens. Are you reading this, guys? Your ogre now flies. So now I have an ogre that flies and leeches health from enemies. Attack slowly, flies, and is telepathically bonded with you. Oh, wait, please tell me it didn't replace the life leech. That's quite possible since it doesn't say that anymore. I think the flying might have replaced the life leech. That would kind of suck, actually. I'd rather have the life leech than the flying, personally. I just hope it's both. Oh, ogre versus ogre fight. Good thing I have my staff of protection. Boom. Shielded, flying, and hopefully some life leech too. Decimated. I think that goblin just ran from my ogre. Should be pretty funny. Another scroll of enchanting. We use it on our wand of empowerment, of course. Boom. Your ogre looks stronger. And she's now ready to learn 3 new talents. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm going to search this area thoroughly because there's a lot of traps. Your ogre dispatched the toad in its sleep. I was going to say don't learn anything from the toad, please. Oop. Ogre bro. Look at the ogre fly across the goddamn chasm to attack that goblin. That is amazing. I love this freaking game. This is exactly what I meant when I said it's goddamn mechanically interesting. Yeah, my negation charm. This goblin's being a pain in the dick. We're gonna have to fire our way through these blades just to get to this stupid goblin. There we go. Oh, what weapon's that? A whip. Accuracy up, damage down, no thanks. I don't need food. It'll say hungry when I need food. Although I might be out in my inventory if that's what you mean. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye out for food. Pressure plate. The net falls. That's okay. Let's break out of the net. Ugh, stupid ogre. Stop getting stuck. Oh wait, no, I'm stuck now. Okay. Downward staircase. Here we go. Depth. Wait, no, hang on. Let's quaff before we do that. Green potion. Telepathy. Yellow potion. Paralysis. Ooh, that was scary. There's an acid mound, which actually would have been terrible because the acid would have degraded my armor, but the ogre defeated it. The ogre protected me while I was paralyzed, which is also really cool. Now there's another ogre. And staff of protection. I'm an ogre. Your ogre club's the ogre. So what I'm looking at during a battle is usually over here. You can see my ogre's health, flying, and shielded status, as well as the enemies. So you'll notice that my ogre just is tearing his shit up. Did the ogre study the acid mound? Oh, that would be so great. I would have an acidic, flying, life-leeching ogre that would degrade enemies' weapons and armors while flying around it and sucking its life out. It'd be the craziest ogre. Meow. Meow. See, Harvey is excited for my flying ogre vampire too. I can't wait to see what the ogre chooses to study next. I'm so excited. Actually, we'll continue up here. Whoa. Okay. Potion of caustic gas, which would be nice against a group of enemies, but I need to be careful because it can kill my ogre too. Scroll enchanting! Let's use this one on our staff of protection. Right now it's up to 7 damage. If I enchant it one more time, it'll increase up to 11 damage, which actually should be enough. So I'll probably enchant it one more time. But at the same time, I have not been finding any strength potions. So I don't want to fall behind in my defense. Who is this? A glass dewar of methane gas. Huh. Never seen that before. And I need food. Wait, no, I have a mango. I'm fine. I'm fine. I have a mango. What's up, barking doggy? How are you? Welcome to the stream. I'm actually going to be wrapping up soon. There's a vampire bat. Alright, ogre. Have at him. I'll protect you. Staff protection on the ogre. Boom. There's another one down there, ogre. Boom. Dead. Oh, he's studying. Here we go. Your ogre now recovers health when she inflicts damage. So she just learned the same thing that she learned before, which actually kind of worries me because I'm afraid she's wasting her talents on vampire bats. She's literally studied from 3 vampire bats now and no other creature, which tells me that my ogre has a really strange fascination with vampire bats. But that also might mean it's doubled her life leech, which would just be really incredible if that's true. I don't know if that's how it works. Potion of hallucination, we don't need that. Acid, so I gotta let my ogre take care of that. Scroll of enchanting. Apply it on my wand of empowerment. Wand of empowerment on my ogre. Your ogre looks stronger and ready to learn 3 new talents. Steel wand. I could be mean and test it on my ogre, but I don't want to risk pissing my ogre off. Pretty soon the ogre will be my master. Monkey. We're going to test it on this monkey and see what it does. Steel wand on the monkey. Boom. It must be a wand of slowness. Very cool. That means I can run away from creatures easily. You don't think she loses talent slots if a talent gets overwritten from the look of things? Yeah, because she still has her flying. But I'm wondering if that doubled her life leech or if it just didn't do anything when she learned that last life leech. That's what I'm not sure about. Downward staircase. Let's do it. I'm weak with hunger. Okay, mango. Boom. My, what a yummy mango. Great. Depth 9. Okay. It should say Brogue on the thingy. Okay. The scroll entitled Snarganasnargerd. Actually, we should quaff. We haven't quaffed in a while. Scroll remove curse. Okay. Oh. It was a scroll of summon monsters. Not only that, but the monsters it summoned are a little scary. Oh, actually, it's hard to tell. It summoned a spider for sure, because I'm stuck in a spider web. I've been weakened, which tells me I summoned a centipede. But I'm also hallucinating, so I can't see what I've summoned exactly. Now, I don't know which of these four is my buddy. So I don't want to attack anything. I'll let my ogre... Uh-oh. Might die here. We died. Well then, that sucked. That was like the worst spot I could have possibly summoned monsters into, because it was such a tight space. And my ogre, I don't know what happened to my ogre. In fact, what might have happened, I'm not sure about this, but when I summoned the monsters and started to hallucinate, it's possible that my ogre also hallucinated. And when my ogre was hallucinating, it might have saw me as an enemy and crushed my head. Because it can do that. Well, that's a bummer. That was a really good run until that happened. It kind of just absolutely destroyed me. Usually I try to have like a teleport potion or a potion of life for situations like that, but apparently I didn't have anything. Womp womp. Let's check the art, shall we? When I burped, you instinctively held your breath. What the fuck? Alright, we have 2 drawings from Captain Technicality. This is kind of a rendition of my 2 on the Vine, my derpy 2 on the Vine face that I have on our 2 on the Vine Twitter, which is at 2 on the Vine, which if you're not following, you should, and listen to the podcast. It's a podcast I do with Vinny about video games, and you should listen to it. Hail to the King. Very cool, Captain. As well as this one. Nice. Also from Captain Technicality. Thank you so much. Pretty sweet. Thank you for the art, man. As always, if you guys ever upload art to this website right there, I'll link it in chat. I will show it at the end of the stream. That being said, it's been fun. We'll do some more Super Mario RPG soon. I've been contemplating some other stuff to stream. I know it's about time I did Armor Krog, but I've also had a hankering, all my hankerings, man. I've had a hankering to play Full Bore, which was an extremely underrated puzzle game. And I don't know, whatever else I feel like doing, but definitely still Super Mario RPG. So I hope you've been enjoying it. Okay. See you guys next time. Have a great night. Bye.